What's going on, everybody? My name is Javon Henry. I'm a voice actor, and today I'm going to take you through the step-by-step building blocks into how to become a voice actor who makes money. Okay, let's get started. Let's get started with the nitty-gritty, the very basic, and that is, what is voice acting? What exactly is this career? Voice acting is bringing words to life with just your voice. Very easy. Let's give you a beautiful example. This is a can of LaCroix. All right, if I were just to read this, LaCroix, sparkling water, naturally essenced. Let's just read it in my regular voice. LaCroix, sparkling water, naturally essenced. Okay, that's not going to sell this to nobody, right? That's just giving someone information. That's just telling them what this is. Now, I want to say it in a way that's going to sell it. So let's say this is a quick tag. It's supposed to be just sexy and intriguing. LaCroix, sparkling water, naturally essenced. Excuse the voice crack, but that is essentially what it is. You're saying it in a way that brings it to life. You're not just saying the words. Any AI program, any chatbot can simply say the words that you feed into it. So, voice acting, the process of bringing words to life with your voice. That's a quick, bastardized version of it, but that's essentially what it is. Okay, so you know what voice acting is. That's fantastic. What's the second step? The second step is, now that you know what voice acting is, how do you actually start doing it? How do you get into it? How do you begin to voice act? You start by doing what I just did. You take commercials that you've seen, you take cans with product information, you take sample scripts online, and you read and you record them. This becomes your library of samples, and these samples are paramount. They're necessary to build your life as a voice actor. Now, why do I say this? I come from a background of video production and from audio engineering. My degree is in audio engineering, and my first company was a video production company. And samples are your lifeblood. When you go to somebody and you're like, hey, I want to make you a video. It's going to be so cool. I can't wait to do it. They're going to say, I want to see a sample of your previous work. Because how do they know that you actually know how to do anything and you're not just speaking out of your ass? They don't. They want to see a sample of your previous work. And that's what you're going to build with your sample library. You can build that through pro bono work, which is essentially it's free work, but it's free work with a mission. It's not just free for the sake of being free. Or you can create your own. And I highly recommend creating your own because it is a method and a tool that will stay with you for the rest of your life. When you learn how to create these scripts, when you learn how to read from anything that you pick up. I can pick up literally anything and read it in my standard commercial voice, right? And that's a skill that you learn. So, build this library of samples. Okay, so now you have library samples. You took a couple of weeks, you have, let's say, 25, 30 samples. What do you do with all these samples? Go online. You go to online websites. There are plenty of them. Here we go. Let's see if I can rocket through this. You got Fiverr. You got Voice Bunny. You got Voices. You got Voices 123. You got Voquent. You got VO Planet. You got Backstage. You got Casting Call Club. These are 8 already. So what do you do with all 8 of these? There's so many of them. Well, you got to take this. It's going to take about a week. I'm not going to lie to you. Put your samples on every single last one and give them all of the information that they're looking for. What's your name? Give them a high quality photo. What equipment are you using? What training do you? Feed them all of the information because a lot of these websites are algorithmically based. So the more information you feed them, the higher they're going to actually kick up your profile. Now, some of these are free to play and some of them are fee to play. You can decide which ones you want to go on. I'm of the mindset of the more websites that have you indexed, the absolutely better. Even if you're on a free tier on some of these paid websites, it's absolutely better for your career. So, upload your samples to all of them because people will start to find you and they'll start to be able to listen to your samples and they'll start to be able to see, oh, I like this voice. I'll send them an audition, right? You need to get in front of people. That is how you actually start to meet people and get paid for your voice acting, by getting in front of people. Excuse me. If you don't actually get in front of people, they'll never be able to see you. If they never see you, they'll never be able to pay you. So, after you have all your samples, upload them to every single last website that you can. All right. You know what voice acting is? You got your samples. You've got them uploaded. Where do you go from here? Well, congratulations. People are seeing you and you got your first paid gig. Oh my God, I'm a proud mother right now. You got your first paid gig. That's what you're looking for. You're now a paid voice actor. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. So, you have your first paid gig and you have what is more important than that, a review. The review is the catalyst, that's the sparking point, because people love samples, yes, but they also love to see proof that you've worked on the website. You can be a working professional for the last 25 years and then go on one of these websites and you're brand spanking new. Nobody knows you, right? So these reviews are gold. You got your first review, congratulations. Now they'll start flowing more readily because they see that not only do you have your samples, but you have a review that says, you did an amazing job, congratulations. All right. Now you're paid. What's the next step in this journey? The next step is wanting to get in front of bigger clients, bigger fish. Now, you can stay in this realm of online voice acting and you can be perfectly fine. But a lot of the time people want to advance because they want to do bigger projects. Like they want to work for the Disneys and the Nickelodeons, the Cartoon Networks, things of that nature. In order to do that, you need to do one of two things. You need to be on I guess one of three things. Be on the roster, know the casting director, have an agency. How do you do those three things? Okay, let's start with the casting director. There are amazing ways to get in front of casting directors. Amazingly easy ways to get in front of casting directors, right? Getting in front of the casting director is the fringe benefit, I will say. Nobody wants you to get in front of them just because you want to get in front of them. The best way and the easiest way, in my opinion, is to take online classes or take private lessons. Private lessons can be with a casting director. Online classes can be with casting directors. In both of these things, you get to learn, which is the most important thing, but also you get to be in front of the casting director who's going to hear your skill. They're going to hear your range, how great you are when it comes to approaching copy, things of this nature, and then your name is going to be in their head. So when you follow them up on social media and say, hey, thank you so much, the class was amazing, they know who you are. You're not just a random person. And then you might be able to join their roster. The second thing that you can do is join rosters. Now, lots of companies have their own rosters. What is a roster and how does it differ from an agency? A roster is for a single either person or a single company. So for example, Javon Henry LLC. Let's say I work with a lot of clients who need voiceover services and I'm sick of sending out, just blasting into the ethos auditions. I will set up my own roster. So I will set up and say, hey, you can audition to be on my roster. And if you get in, I will send specifically the people who are on my roster these auditions if it suits you as a member of the roster. The benefit for me is that I have less people to dig through, and I also know that the people on my roster are going to be of a certain quality, of a certain standard that I'm looking for. That's a great way to actually start getting more professional, high-quality gigs because a lot of high-up companies have rosters. Like a lot of the top big name companies have internal private rosters, whether that be video game companies, whether that be animation houses, whether that be production companies. They have their own internal roster because why go through an agency? They can have their own that they can just send out auditions to and pull from. It's not really a negative. I mean, it's a positive because you can still get those big roles, but I guess you can consider it a negative is you get less of a variety of auditions, right? I'm not sending you auditions like an agency would from Cartoon Network. I'm sending you my auditions. Now, they might be high quality auditions, and hell, I might be producing a show for Cartoon Network, so you never know. But they're going to be specifically from me, right? So that's something that you have to think about when it comes to rosters. But you can sign up for a lot of rosters. You can find them on casting directors' websites. A lot of them have their own rosters, so check out casting directors, see if they have their own rosters. Once again, production houses, video game companies, a lot of them have their own internal roster. So just Google it and you'll see if they have their own rosters. Last but not least, here's the big FABU. It's the one that everybody likes to talk about. Agencies. How the hell do you get an agent? That's a great question. An agent is concerned with one thing. Two things. They want to know that you're good, but they want to know that you're good so that you can book a job. right? At the end of the day, an agent doesn't make money unless you get a job and you make money, which is great. That's how it should be. Never go to an agency that demands an upfront fee. That's not how that works. So when it comes to getting an agent, you need to have a couple of things in place. You need to have working history, right? If you can't get a job without them, why would you be able to get a job with them, right? They send out, theoretically, the highest quality jobs. If you can't get any jobs without them, you can't get a job with them. Have a resume that shows your working experience and that's up to date. Number 2, have a high quality studio. If you're going to be recording in a home studio, it needs to be damn good. A professional home studio, akin to what you'd get if you go into a studio environment. They want to hear certain things, like a certain type of microphone, a certain type of audio interface. I'm not going to bastardize you towards any specific one, but have professional gear. They want to see that you have professional gear because they're sending you to clients. And the clients are going to be more than likely asking what type of equipment you're using. So they want to know that you have the goods to do the job. Number 3, they want to know that you're dedicated to this as a craft, right? So they want to see that you're training, that you're taking classes, that you're working privately one-on-one. This isn't a hobby anymore, right? When you go to an agency, it's your job because their job is to make the money from it being your job. So when they send you auditions, right, it's your job. It's no longer, oh, I got a couple of auditions on Twitter. I can do them or I can't do them. I mean, you don't have to do the auditions, but understand they want you to do them, right? Because you have to sell something and win something for them to make money. So they want to see that you are actively auditioning, that this is your job, right? That's number 3. And last but not least, number 4, have a smoking demo reel. This is because the demo reel is the introduction to you. The demo reel is your business card. Congratulations. You don't need a business card anymore. You can flick that away. Your demo reel is your business card. Because in that short 90-second demo reel, it should show a wide range of your characters, a wide range of your approaches to copy, a wide range of your script divulging, of your information gap. It should show you in that 90 seconds because that will show them, holy crap, I can sell this voice to so many different people, right? Now, this is the last part. The difference between samples and a demo is this and this alone. Your demo should be a TV show. I 100% wholeheartedly believe it. Your demo should sound like it was for TV, like it was already on TV, like it was already on the radio. It is paramount. Each part in your demo should sound like it was already a part of a TV show and you simply plucked it out and put it inside of the demo. And this includes everything. Sound effects, SFX, your music bed, the mixing and mastering and production, the approach to the copy. It should sound fully polished because that's what they're looking for. They're looking for it to be from a TV. They want to hear what it's like in context of a TV show. They don't have to wonder if this can actually go in a TV show. They just hear it and they're like, this is from a TV show. That's the difference between a demo reel and a sample. Samples should sound good. They should sound polished, but out of context, it just sounds like you're just listening to something, right? There's a big difference between LaCroix, pineapple strawberry, naturally essenced sparkling water, and LaCroix, pineapple strawberry, naturally essenced sparkling water. Now, of course, that's not the whole music bed. I mean, this was just live effects, but that's what I'm talking about. That is the difference between a sample and a demo reel. One is like, that's the commercial. Holy shit, I'm listening to it. That's impressive. I know I could sell that voice to LaCroix right now because that's a LaCroix commercial. And the other is, okay, this sounds pretty good. I don't know what it sounds like in context of everything else put in together, but it sounds good. So let's go ahead and send him an audition and we can see if we like. That's the difference right there. So that's the difference between a sample and a demo. But that is, whoo, that is the big, long, full roller coaster ride that I just took you on, right? And let me try and, what we at? We at 15 minutes right now. Know what voiceover is, study it and learn it, make samples, upload those samples to your online websites. Eventually from that, you'll start getting work. People will start to find you, they'll start to see your work, right? As you start to get work and you start to get reviews, update those samples. Never let them stay stagnant. Always update them with new and refreshed material because you're going to keep getting better and better and better and better. From there, you can start to meet casting directors, get on rosters, and the big kahuna, the agency. Casting directors by taking classes, rosters by Googling casting directors, rosters, or company rosters, and agencies by having all of your ducks in a row before you send out your stuff to an agent. Oh, the big question. How do you actually meet these people? Send them an email. Send them an email. Some people hate being cold contacted, individuals like casting directors, so always be wary. But let me tell you, most casting directors and agencies are expecting an email from you. It's kind of their job to find new people to add to their roster so that they have a variety of people, right? A lot of agencies and casting directors open up their rosters so that they can always be finding new people. They always want to find the diamond in the rough, the next big thing. Because the next big thing is the person who makes them a lot of bling, a lot of cha-ching, if you know what I'm saying. So always make sure that you just learn how to send an email. You're not bothering them. Don't send them a story. Don't send them a story of your life. Literally just, hey, my name is Javon. I'm interested in getting onto your roster. Here is a sample of my demo reel, and here are my studio specs. Thank you for your consideration. Peace. If they don't answer, don't mean they hate you. Don't mean that they're ignoring. They might just be busy. 2 weeks later, give a polite follow-up. It's not that bad. It's not that big of a deal, but we're going on 17 minutes here, and I don't want to waste your time. So that's the step-by-step. If you learned something, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment down below. Love you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video.